Now that we got the setup out of the way, we can finally begin the game. So go ahead and click on New Game. Um, so for this part, don't pick any of the males because it makes some of the dialogues later in the run a little bit longer for the male. So don't choose any of the male portraits. Instead, you're going to choose either the female Sentinel or the female Jedi Council classes. I like to pick Counselor, but it doesn't matter if you pick Counselor or Sentinel. The reason we don't pick Guardian is because the one and only level up you do in the run, which is the very first one you do, the first and only one, it takes longer because you have to choose a feat for Guardian, and we don't want that. So pick Sentinel or Counselor. I'm just going to pick Counselor, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to click on Quick Character. Then you're going to click on... Then you're going to just mash Enter a lot until, you get to the play button. Doesn't matter about a name. You can pick a name, but there's no reason to. You're gonna lose this character's name very, very early on in the run. As for the portraits, you can pick any portrait you want. I don't like choosing this portrait because this is the portrait that you get when you turn into the dev character, and it could be confusing for a lot of newcomers, so you can pick any other character you want. I'll pick this one. Let's pick a name. Now, like I said in my last video, I'm using the default keys for this. So F4 will be quick save, F5 will be quick load. Though we're not going to be using quick load so much. We will use it a couple times in this run. So as soon as you hit play, you're gonna also start the timer, and you're gonna put your mouse up here at the top right corner of the screen, whatever your resolution is. And you're going to, as the loading transitions, you're going to mash F4. So you're going to mash it, and you're going to hit it once. After you hit the quick save button once, it also actually even doesn't matter how many times. All you have to do is just quick save during that, after that transition happened, after that loading zone happened. And what you're going to do is you're going to save the game. And then, well, I'll show you the way I do it. You're going to just hover the mouse over, and you're just going to hit enter a bunch until it saves, and then you're going to hit escape. The reason you can't immediately click at the top right is because before you quick save, the game will crash. So if the game crashed when you clicked on the top right, it's because that you didn't quick save before clicking on the hammer icon in the top right corner. So do remember that. When you get to this part, you're just going to skip the prologue. And then during this, you're going to hit Alt F4. I like to wait until like near the very end. And then you're going to wait until your main character's out of the tank. If your main character is still in the tank, you will soft lock the game. So you have to wait a little bit. So what you're going to do here, after you load in, I'll show it off again. So I'm going to pretend like, I just got out of the tank because this is a really good time-saving strategy. I'm just going to hit escape just right away after it's done loading, and then I'm just going to save in a new slot, and then you're going to go back to the Ebon Hawk, the prologue Ebon Hawk, and what we're going to do is a trick called a hot shot, which is by doing this. You'd hit the quick save button, and then during that saving loading screen, you're going to immediately hit Alt F4 as fast as you can, like this. And then when this screen comes up, the game is paused. When this screen comes up, you're going to hit O. You are not going to hit escape, by the way, because you hit escape, it'll cancel out this menu. Then you're going to hit exit by clicking on it, and then you're going to make sure that the OK button is highlighted, as well as all you want to do is just make sure that this OK button is highlighted. And you want either save game or load game selected. Sometimes it won't be highlighted, but if it's not highlighted, then it might be okay. So you're gonna hit enter, and then you'll come back to the main menu, and you're gonna hit down on the as in the down arrow key, and then it should come up with this quick save in caps right here. You're gonna click on that, and then during that loading screen, so what I just did there was I held down shift and then I quickly pressed 4. Basically what that did was that changed my force power, and then holding down shift and then pressing 4 and then pressing 4 again without holding down shift, that changes your force power. So during that transition, I did that, and I casted force speed right before the loading zone, right before it could fully load. That console is a 1 spam. You want to get as close to this broken droid as possible, because if you don't, then your character will just do a little dance like that. Will just walk towards it instead of picking it up immediately. So you want to just like hug against it like that instead of doing that. If your character walks up to it because you didn't do it close enough, so you just want to literally just run into it like that. My force speed ran out. Your force speed will never run out here, so don't do that. So you're going to unlock this door. There's a very small chance this low security door could fail. However, it's very rare. And if you fail to lock, just try again. You should get it a second time. You're going to run up to 3CFD. And you're just going to mash that. You are not... And then you're going to immediately, before 3CFD even moves a smidge, because if he moves just a little bit, then a certain trick later on will not work. So do hit escape immediately after you're done repairing him. Hit save game. And then click the save in the middle. The save you always want to go to will be exactly in the middle. It will not be anywhere else. As long as you didn't make any additional saves, it will always be in the middle. And then, as soon as you hear the bubbling sounds, you're going to hit quick save and then Alt F4. You're basically going to do another AMG, and then you're going to hotshot. So like before, you're going to get thrown back to the main menu. And then when you get back to the main menu, you're going to hit down. And then you're going to load that quick save in caps. And then you're going to hit the escape button just to get rid of that menu. And basically what I did there was there's this black fade out that occurs after you load into this area. And what that is, it's very, very annoying. And so if you quick save spam like at least 6 or 7 times, it'll get rid of it all the way. 3CFD will initially be in an out of bounds spot, but he will come to you. Just, it's very crucial to not ever turn on solo mode here. So as long as you remember that, you won't need to worry about 3CFD here. Okay, so when I get to this spot right here, when I get to like this spot, you're gonna turn on solo mode, and then you're gonna tab over to 3CFD so make sure he doesn't follow you anymore. He'll stay right here, and then when you tab over to him, when you go into this morgue, he'll be ready to go in. So, yeah. This medical computer is 4, 3, and then 6. It's very easy to fat finger like the 5 button, and I have done that before. So do be careful about that. And then as 3CFD, this spot is a little bit finicky. Sometimes he just won't get, yeah, like that. He just won't get in like that. It's because you just didn't position him good enough. So what I like to do is there's this like his wheel right there, this top left wheel. I like to like use this to make sure, because he'll always get in when you position it this way. Just don't hit this bed near the entrance. So you're gonna get this corpse, then you're gonna, and then I didn't do it, but as soon as you loot that corpse, you're gonna tab over back to the main character in order to start this cutscene faster. And you should get invisible Kreia. And all this is just one spam, nothing special. So the menu here, I like to, some people like to hover up the mouse over and then, and do that. For me, I've always done like clicking on it because I just never got used to the keyboard inputs. But it's your personal preference only. Like, it doesn't matter how you equip the plasma torch. It's whatever's faster for you. You know, some people it's faster for clicking. Some people it's faster for just hovering it over and doing that. See, I messed it up. I equipped it to config 2, like that. And you're gonna turn off solo mode, and then 3CFD will follow you, or he should follow you. And he will get into combat here. I'm just moving down through this hallway to like this spot, and then going over the door so it's less distance traveled. So what I did there was I held the mouse 1, the mouse 2 button down. And during that cutscene, or before that cutscene started, I hit the default action key, which is R. And that opened the door before the cutscene. However, that's pretty tricky to get. So if you don't get the door open before Kreia talks to you, then it's completely okay. It saves like about 1 second. Or even, maybe not even a second. It probably saves like maybe half a second. So, don't feel bad if you didn't get it. But as soon as you open this door, you're just going to run past these droids. You're going to right to the right of that hallway there, because less distance traveled, shorter lines. You're going to run up to this terminal, and then it'll be 1 spam. Kreia will be 1 spam. You can accidentally you can accidentally interact with this computer here. Oh yeah, I did also get 3CFD, but I will show like an alternative method on what can happen here. This was just really good luck in my tutorial here. So you gotta level up, and then the default action key for your main character, it will be P on the keyboard. And then what I like to do is I like to just mash here like this. So basically what I'm doing for at least this part and the skills part is I'm just mashing enter and then slowly moving my mouse up, like kind of like this while I'm hitting enter, like that. So I'll do it again. Like that. And when you get to powers, you're going to just equip it to force speed, obviously. Then you're going to hit enter, enter. So I'm not gonna take this because I want to show like the worst possible scenario, what can happen to 3CFD here. If, oh yeah. Kind of messed that up a little bit. Okay, so while I'm running to Aden here, I'm gonna AMG. So this is the part where, you know, things get pretty nasty. And this is what I do to prevent a lot of my runs from dying here. You're gonna tab over to 3CFD. And you're gonna make sure that like none of these mining droids are in the way. And if some of these droids are in 3CFD's way and he can't get around it, you're just gonna walk up to a droid and then press 3. Oh, great. Yeah, ignore that part. I don't know why my main character. Don't know why she decided to teleport to me there. But you're gonna get to just walk up to a droid and just press 3 to detonate it. The only droids that matter that are in your way are in this hallway only. I do know that there are the droids in that room there, but if you have difficulties, if 3CFD has any difficulties with getting out of this room, then I could quickly just show you an alternative method into getting him out. So AMG, then mash through this.
Are you an angel?
There is a chance, though, that 3CFD could randomly spawn to you right here. And that can happen. If it does happen, then ignore this upcoming part. Okay, so while I quick saved a bunch there, I just got an AMG. And after you're done talking with Aden, you're just gonna quick save and then quick load. You're gonna cancel out that AMG in the cutscene, and then quick save and then quick load. And you will not have to talk to Aden. So this is a case. Okay, so 3CFD did teleport to me right here, but if you saw in like a brief moment, he was behind this droid. So if he's in this room, or if he's behind, or if he's like right here, because there are chances that he'll be just right here and he can't get past this droid. Or he can't get past this droid, just walk up to it and just press 3 and it'll get the droid out of his way. So no matter where you're at, whether you're right over here, you're in that jail, you're in this room, just talk to 3CFD anywhere. And you want to make sure, if you're in this spot where I'm at right now, where I'm drawing the square at, you want to always have AMG up, because this is the part where the next cutscene triggers. So you're going to talk to him, then you're going to press 9. Yep, see, like right there. And you're going to have this AMG up, and because you're going to skip the HK cutscene. And then you're going to talk to Kreia. Oh yeah, I should worth noting that I do recommend after the first AMG with Aden, that you immediately cast Force Speed, because it likely will run out by the time you run over to talk to 3CFD to trigger this major skip, with skipping most of Peragus. Not all of it, but definitely most of it. So after that, this is a very important part, by the way, that you absolutely do this. So you're going to talk to 3CFD, then you're going to hit 7, and then as immediately after you hit 7, I'm going to just put my cursor up here just to demonstrate. You're going to just save the game manually. The reason we do that is because we want T3 in our party for a little small skip on the Ebon Hawk after Tilo Station, which I will demonstrate. So you're going to hit 7, go up here, save the game, then exit. As soon as you get to this part, as soon as the game loads, you're going to AMG. And it's very important for this part too, because you need your main character, you need Adden, you need 3 CFD in your party in order for all this crazy stuff to work. So click on exit, save game, using the enter button, I should say. Press down, load up the quick save, and then as soon as you load, this file loads, you're going to manually save the game. Now, remember that save file where I told you earlier to load up the middle save file? Well, it will always be above the autosave. It will always be above the autosave unless you made additional saves right before this part, which you really shouldn't have. So, load up this save. And then as soon as you hear the water, AMG, hotshot again. And then load up the game. You don't have to hear the bubble, the water going. And then all you have to do is just wait for it to complete loading. Okay, so what I just did there was I did a coordinate hotshot. So I had my main character in this administration room where we skipped the HK fight and we met Kreia in that room. The reason my main character was in there and not Atten and 3CFD is because they were actually in the Kolto tank room. And coincidentally, the Kolto tank room actually shares the same coordinates with the spot that Atten and 3CFD are standing in right now. So that allows us to skip all of Peragus. And we have to talk to Kreia, because if we don't talk to Kreia, the game will soft lock, like right after the turret minigame. And that's why we can't skip her. For T3, though, you want him. Although you don't need T3, but you do want him for a little... Well, I shouldn't really say little. It is a pretty big time save. I'll show you. So, you're about to play the turret minigame, and it will be a little bit loud. So if you can't hear me, then I will turn the desktop audio down a little bit so I can describe this part in greater detail. I will turn the desktop audio up right after this minigame is over, so I can describe in great detail about it. Okay, so there's going to be a Sith Trooper on the right, and there's going to be that Sith Trooper right in front of me. Get rid of those ASAP. And then get rid of this one behind the crate. He should be between those two plasteel cylinders on the left. The two ones are next to the crates. But he could also be behind the right set of crates. But regardless, get rid of that one as soon as possible. They're going to put your... You're going to put it, like, around here and then just keep shooting. The reason you don't want it, like, all the way to the left is because the Sith Troopers will get stuck. And you do not want that at all, because you will waste a bunch of time. Not too far... Not like right here, because this is as far as I could go. Never right here. So if any one of them gets away, just shoot him down. This part is pretty RNG with how fast the Sith Troopers just come and go. You know, they could stop in a spot where you can't reach them. That wastes some time. But just go as fast as you can here. Get rid of them as fast as you can. Okay, this part I'm about to do is very important that you pay attention to. So after this cutscene's over, I'm going to... There will be a load zone. And then there will be a conversation between... where Adam is saying where you're escaping the Harbinger ship. Funnily, very funny because we never actually went on the Harbinger, but it's not really the whole point of this. And then after that conversation's over, after you click off the conversation that Adam says, hold on, this is going to be a little bit rocky, there will be a little moment where you can quick save, but we want to AMG during that part. So I'm going to demonstrate it right now. I will do this again because there is an autosave during this part. And then during this conversation, you're going to hit 6 and 2. And then during this part, going to AMG, and then quick save, then quick load. So I'll demonstrate that again. So basically what I did there, I'll describe what I did. So I AMG'd that part, that little moment that I was talking about. During that instance, the AMG will pause the game. In order to unpause the game, you're going to hit like the map screen or O or P. It doesn't matter what part what menu you open. It's just that you just open a menu with the hotkey. And then after you're done getting out of this menu, you're just going to hit the spacebar to unpause the game. And then you're going to cancel the AMG and you will... you'll have the chance to quick save and quick load. And that's what the whole point of this is. So I'll go ahead and show it again because there was an autosave here. So 6, 2, AMG... open. So I just opened the map, which is just the M button, and I get rid of it. I get rid of the disabling pause there, and that's basically what opening the menu does. It gets rid of the part where you're not able to unpause the game during an Alt F4 sequence. Like right now, I'm hitting the spacebar, which is the unpause button, and right now I can't do anything. So, but if I AMG and I hit the I hit this, and then I open that menu, and then I unpause the game, it has this. So that's what you're trying to do during this part, and that's what I did as well during when I was saving Aden, or rescuing Aden out of the Batha tank, or the Kolto tank, I mean, Batha tank, Kolto tank, whatever it is. And yeah, this basically causes a bunch of glitchy stuff in the game to happen. This is what causes a bunch of this very, very crazy stuff to happen in this game, is just with this. So I'll demonstrate it one more time. So 6, 2. Oh, if that happens, just reload the autosave. You do not want that to happen. Do not talk to Kreia there. 6, 2, click, AMG. And then talk to Kreia. You're gonna hit 2 spam until you get to this one. It'll be 1, and then 5, and then 1. And then you're going to come over here, talk to Aden. You're going to spam 2 until you get to this one, and then you're just going to 1 spam. And then you'll go to Tilo Citadel Station. But that's it for this video. I hope I got everything out in this video that can go wrong on Peragus and what to do. There's some backups that I got in there too. So hopefully this helped. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.